Okay, so to do the royal Pyraminx is, once again, let's do center reduction. Now there's more to this center. The center actually has the form of a Pyraminx, believe it or not, so we can kind of solve it the same way. First, put these guys in over here. So what I'm going to do is get these in. And why don't we do this based on, see how many we actually already have, or those that we have more of. All right, so let's do the red one. Red, red, red. Let's find another red one. Here's a red one here. Boom. Okay. So I got the red one here. And now what I can do is I can do a down, down, up, up kind of a thing where this can slide into here. Down, down, up, up. So we're solving it much like a Pyraminx, actually exactly like a Pyraminx. Let's do that again. Move this to here, and we'll once again do down, down, up, up. Okay, and one more. Down, down, up, up. Okay. Once that's done, I can flip these caps on. All right, so we have one that's solved. Okay, the question is, what's the next one? Well, let's put these guys in. Okay, so we've got red over here, and what goes next to red? Well, we can use this as our base, right? We can actually bring all of these in and see if they make sense. I'm going to line up all of my red caps, and that will give me a clue as to what color I'm using. Okay, so all of my caps are where they need to be, so now I know what goes where. So this is going to be green. And this is going to be done exactly the same way as we did before. I'm going to move this to here. Actually, move this to here, and then pop this into here. I'm going to kind of keep track of my caps just to be on the safe side, so I'm going to move it back out. Where's another green one? Here's another green one here. So I'm going to move this to here, move this down to line up so it's not hitting this. Going to move this in, and like I say, let's actually move this up. And I can move that back. Okay, so these green ones, the green ones appear to be in. Okay, continuing with the green, we'll move this into place, turn it, and I will move it back. We'll do the same thing. Here's another green tip. Move this down like so, move this down like this, turn it in, move it back. And we don't have to keep too much track of these tips because they're easy enough to move in. And one more green tip right over here. Let's turn this down here, turn this down here, move this in, turn this up, and turn this up. Okay, so the green one is in. That leaves me with the last two. Whoa. So this, and I just got to get this one in. So it's going to be a down, down, up, up. No, actually, not a down, down, up, up. It's just going to be what we did before. So actually, let's get our centers back just so we know where everything is supposed to go. This goes here. Our green one goes here. So that way we know that blue is supposed to go here. Okay, so let's bat this in like so. Turn, bring it back, and turn it back. Okay, let's move the other blue one in. So I'm going to take this, bat it out here, move this in, bat it back, and move it back. Okay, just to be on the safe side, let's turn everything back in. This will go here, this will go here, green will go here. You might not have to do this, it's just something that I do to be sure, and red goes here. Okay, so we've got blue here and we've got yellow here, our danger sign, so to speak. We're going to go down, down, up, up. That pops this into here. Oh, interesting. Okay, now I did move a couple things out, but that's going to be moved back if I move this back over to here. Okay, we get back what we just did. This will move into here. So down, down, up, up. Okay, so now what we have left is we have left this has to make it into here without messing anything else up. So I think what will happen is that I'm going to put this in, put this blue in, and if I do down, down, up, up, this will be knocked out, but I can replace it with another blue to here. So I'm going to go blue to blue, down, down, up, up. Now notice when I did that, it knocks some of these other guys out, but that'll be put back once I move this in, but I just reverse it. So I'm going to move this down to here and go down, down, up, up. So that reversed that and put everything back where it needed to be. So the problem with that down, down, up, up, it was moving other pieces out too. But as long as I just reversed what I did, put this in with the same color, then rotate it with the color that you need, and then move it out. Okay, so this is going to go in. So move it in, turn, move it back. Same thing here, in, turn, back, and once more, move this into here, batting that out of the way, and back. Okay, so centers are in and centers are coordinated. So it took a little bit more doing, but it was a little more than just something like a Pyraminx Solve. But even easier because I can move this whole face without moving the other face. So even easier. Now the reduction is going to be pretty much the same. Let's look for the green and blue, which is here, green and blue, but this is upside down. So we're going to go turn, turn, turn. And now this will come down to here, and this is going to bat out the blue and green. So we're going to go down, then down, down, up, up, and moving it back will not destroy anything that we put in. Okay, so here's our green and blue. I'm going to look for another green and blue. Which is, well, it's going to be the long, thin green and blue, right over here. Nope, actually, my fault, it's going to be this. All right, so we just have a little more to deal with, green and red rather, so let's find the other green and red. Okay, here's the green and red over here. Let's move it into place. Okay, so we're going to go down, 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 up, up, and then up. Puts everything back in. This is in, and now we're going to find the other long, skinny green and red right over here, and that's going to come into here. So move it in, down, down, up, up, and move it back. So there isn't anything intrinsically harder about what I'm doing. It just takes more steps. It does give a satisfying solve at the end, but here we go. So turn, turn, turn. These are going to come into here. Whoop. That was upside down, so let's move this to here. Is this in the right place? Yeah, so move it in, and down, down, up, up, and then turn it back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put it in completely. So here's a green and red. And luckily it's not going to impact my center, so I'm just going to place those in. So this is really easy. And this is placed over here. Boom. Okay, so we have an entire side reduced. No problems. Let's do this one. Red and yellow, which is here. Okay, let's move this into the right place here. Turn it upside down. And this will go into here. Okay. So I'm going to go like down, 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 up, up, and this comes back. Okay, find what we just did, which is over here. And now here's the other red, which is going to go here, and boom. Okay, so let's see where we were at. We were getting our red and orange. Nope, yeah, red and orange. And it's right over here. Okay, so this will exchange with this. And actually, so this blue and green, we can maybe have our sights set on some others. Blue and green, this blue will be upside down. This blue will be right side up when it comes in, so let's try that. Actually, it's blue and red, not blue and green. Blue and red. Maybe I can move a blue and red in here. Oh, it's actually here, so that won't work. So turn it down, then we got down, down, up, up, and then we turn it back. Okay, there it is here. Now we just have to do these long skinny ones. So in my mind, this is so much easier than just putting it in piecemeal by piecemeal, just by doing reduction. Okay, so let's move this over to here, here, and here. Well, I think we need to move it to here then. And turn this upside down. Okay, so these will come to here, the wrong side. So this has to come into here, but the right side up. Whoa. Okay, this is the wrong area here, so it's going to have to move into this side. Just a little bit of issue with perspective, only because of how long and skinny these pieces are. Okay, down, and down, down, up, up, then we move it back. Okay, finding it here. Now we do the other one. Right over here. And over here. Okay, move this in, and down, down, up, up, and bring it back. Okay, now we just have to move these guys in, and as long as we're far away from where we were, or far away from the other edge that we got in, then we shouldn't have to worry about it. So this will go here, and we are far away from the one that we moved in, so this goes in. We find the other red and orange, red and yellow rather, right over here. Turn that upside down, and boom. Okay, so now we got two. Not too bad. Like I say, just a little bit more to do. Green and blue. Green and blue. There's one right over here. Let's see which one this one is. Nope, other side. Yep, that's there. Okay. This is going to exchange with this. The yellow and blue is going to be the one to exchange, so maybe I can do this one in. The yellow is going to be on top, so I'm going to turn this upside down so that I can start putting in the other one in. So down, then down, down, up, up, and up. Okay, so that did get in, but this is the one that I was working on. So I'll keep doing that. Blue and green. Find another blue and green right over here. Okay, that's going to come into here. Okay, this is a red and blue that I'm knocking out. So is there a red and blue? Yep, there's this red and blue, so I'll exchange it with this over here. The blue is going to be on top, so this is going to turn upside down, so that's what I want. Move this in, and down, down, up, up. Move this back. So I've started to work on this already, and now I've got these two here. Now find the other long and skinny, blue and red, which is right here. I've got two here. Which ones go here? Not this one. Turn it upside down. Turn, turn, turn. So it's got to be this one. Yep. Don't want to exchange it with this, but I will exchange it with this. So we've got down, 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 up, up, then move it back. And I've got one more, which I think is in the same level here. And this is going to come to here. So I've got to move this to here. Blue and green, where'd you go? Right over here. Okay. All right, so we're going to move this one in, exchange it with this guy. We go down and down, down, up, up, move it back. We look at what we did, and then we can easily and comfortably place these once we find them. So this goes here. I'm not in line with anything I need to know about, so I'm going to move this in. Find the other blue and green, which is right over here. And I'm not in line with anything that I need to be wary of, so I just go splat. Okay, so I've got three in, so I'm going to take my remaining ones that are not in, put them at the same level, and try to start to load them in the way that I did before. Two are in, one is out. That's good. Two in, one is out. Two in, one is out. So this is going to be a fairly easy, straightforward 3 cycle. Okay, I'm going to move this one to here, but right side up. Okay, so this is going to match with this over here, but so I wanted to exchange with this. So this has to be on this side here. So let's go ahead and turn this around. All right, now that I've done that, this will move in, and we'll go down, down, up, up, and this moves up. So all these three are in. Oop, where'd you go? Well, these two are in, and these three are in. Okay, it appears that I have 3. Oh, here's my 4th. This was the other one. Okay, so now we take a look at the others. I have 4 in here. 1, 2, 3, rather. I've got this one that's in here. This one is not. I got to move this into where it's got to be over here, or it's got to be over here. So let's turn this upside down, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this into here. So I'll have all but, these two in. And when I do that, it's going to exchange with this. It's going to be the green, blue and yellow that's going to be out. We don't have any blue and yellow here, so it doesn't really matter. None of these are going to be in. So bring this down, then down, down, up, up, and then we bring this back here. Okay, so 3 in, 1, 2, 3, 4 in over here, 1, 2, 3, 4 in over here, 1, 2, 3, 4 in over here. Okay, so again, it's just a matter of positioning. So this we're going to bring to here. Let's move this up here. Okay, let's see what we've got to do. This is going to be our third 3 cycle to here. Okay, so this will be here. It's going to knock this green and red out. All right, so we're going to move this down to come into here. The green and yellow is going to exchange. So what I want to do is I want to move all of these away so that this can line up with this. So let's move this upside down. So remember, the one that we want to move away is the one that's going to be facing away, the furthest away. This is going to be here to accept what's over here. So move this down, then down, down, up, up, and this moves back. So all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are in, these 5 are in, and these 5 are in. Now, oops, right over here. Now it's a matter of these guys here. All these are in but one, so we got to be very careful with this. Let's move this into this position. Once we do that, this is going to exchange with these guys over here, and it's going to bump into this. So I'm going to keep this at the very end. So it's going to be down, 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 up, up. This comes up. So now all but one, all but one, all but one. So this will be pretty easy to figure out. This will go to here. The red one is going to exchange with this one at the very end. So we go down and down, down, up, up, and then we move it back. And boom, there it is. So this is now once again reduced as a Jing's Pyraminx. You might have noticed that it really just took more time, especially with edge reduction. Center reduction had a little bit more to it, so it took a little bit more positioning, so a little bit more of a challenge there. But let's go ahead and see what our Jing's Pyraminx solve takes us. First thing we'll do is we'll line up all of our sides here, all of our corners. So these corners are lined up, and these corners are lined up. So let's see what belongs where. If we do the green one first, green and blue, this will end up here. So we've got turn, so up, across, down, back. This is in. Okay. Oh, I think I did something wrong. I did something wrong. So yeah, I put the green and blue in the wrong place. Okay. Well, here's a green and yellow, and I know that this is supposed to go here. Sometimes these colors confused me, so this will go over here. So turn across, down, back, and this turns back over here. Okay, so this is good. I'm looking for the green and blue, which is here, but it's upside down, so that's not going to help me unless I move it to here. Okay, if I move it to here, I can move this up to here. So up, across, then down, back, and then move this back up. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Now I just have to do the blue and orange, which is right over here. If I move this to here, it'll come in. But I don't want to move this one out as I move this in, and this one is in as well. So I'm just going to move this guy up. I'm going to go up, across, down, back, and move this down. Okay, so all these are in. Okay, this needs to now go here. So green and red is going to belong here, so we can go down, down, up, up, and we've got all of our edges in. Now we've got center parity. So we deal with this the same way. We're going to take this, we're going to move this where it's supposed to be. Boom. Upon doing that, we have to rotate these edges where they've got to be. So this red and green, this blue and red has to be here, so they have to rotate this way. So just keep doing a Sunni until you get it right. So R, U, R, I, U, R, U, R, I. Now where it needs to be yet, so do it again. R, U, R, I, U, R, U, Ri. Okay, so keep doing it until you get this configuration. This is where the true parity is. Move this over here, do the same SUNY, only with this top layer here. R, U, Ri, U, R, U, Ri, and done. So there it is. Every Pyraminx solved by reduction to a Jing's Pyraminx. And my goal for explaining that is to show that this is actually our baseline puzzle. Not a Pyraminx, but a Jing's Pyraminx, which a scube is a cubic modification of. So in my classification system, I'm looking at a scube as a cubic modification of a tetrahedral platonic solid, a face-turning tetrahedron, a Jing's Pyraminx, which represents the base puzzle of the tetrahedral platonic solids, not the base puzzle of the octahedrons, because this isn't what you reduce everything to. This just represents the pocket version of the face-turning octahedron. So with that said, I think I have it in my head what the true classification is. The cube represents the pluripotent aspect of a lot of different possibilities, but really this is the cubic modification of a tetrahedron, and if you continue down that line, this is what they're going to look like. I know that they look more like expansions of the Ivy cube, but the Ivy cube doesn't seem to represent the Jing's Pyraminx. Obviously it represents the Pyraminx, so this represents, in my mind, an evolutionary offshoot. This is a shape mod of a cube, and as we go up down the line, you end up with cubic transformations of those puzzles. All the other things like the Master Jing's Pyraminx and the Professor Jing's Pyraminx, all of those also represent interesting structural variations on Professor and Master Pyraminxes, but they represent more pyramidal modifications of these other evolutionary offshoots over here. So there you have it. That's how I would look at what a cube is, its place in the classification system, and the structure and function of these puzzles. Now the next question that I had is, what then is the pentultimate? And where does the pentultimate fit in? If I take the cube out of the central place and I put this in here, what then orbits around exactly what a pentultimate is? And that's what we're going to get into next. Thanks for watching.